A fitness tracker is the perfect way to monitor your activity and health effortlessly and with unmatched accuracy. But there are dozens of popular options on the market, and it is a challenge to find which product might be best for you for your unique situation. Well, in this video, we break down the top 5 best fitness trackers on the market this year based on price versus performance and situations they'll be used in. So regardless of whether you're a runner, swimmer, workout warrior, or just looking for a tracker to help you live healthier, so if you're interested in finding out which fitness tracker will be best. First up is the Garmin VivoSmart 3. Garmin has taken an inconspicuous approach to the VivoSmart 3 with a slim, seamless design. This does mean that any form of customization goes out the window. Unlike the Fitbit Charge 2, the bands here aren't detachable, meaning you're stuck with whatever color choice you opt for. The VivoSmart 3 is available in black, blue, and purple models. You also need to make sure that you pick the correct size of VivoSmart for your wrist. The display is OLED with a resolution of 64 by 128 pixels. You can interact with the display through taps and swipes in a vertical interface, and it's all laid out in a logical manner. Swiping from the home screen takes you through at-a-glance data such as your step count, floors climbed, and distance covered, so it's easy to get a quick update on your progress. The VivoSmart 3 is designed to pair with iOS or Android devices through the Garmin Connect app. This entails pairing through Bluetooth and setting up a profile in the app. Therefore, you can have notifications mirrored to your wrist, although the vertical display does somewhat limit how easy it is to read anything beyond a few lines. You're also not able to respond, not even with pre-canned responses. When it comes to activity tracking, the VivoSmart 3 ticks all the boxes. You can expect the usual step counting, compared against a dynamically adapting step goal, alongside flights of stairs climbed and the sleep obtained overnight. In particular, the adapting step goal is a neat way to stay motivated if you find yourself under or overachieving day to day. The app also features various screens that break down historical data, enabling you to see the time of day you've achieved your step goal over the course of a month. Overall, it's a great mid-range fitness tracker that ticks all the boxes, with the added bonus of water resistance and decent smartphone notifications too. Next up is the Fitbit Alta HR. The Alta HR doesn't stray too far from the original's design, but that's a more impressive feat this time around. While the first Alta was little more than a step tracker, Fitbit has shrunk the chip inside to make room for the heart rate sensor and a battery capable of lasting a week, and deserves applause for doing so. Sat on the wrist, the only noticeable difference is the strap, where Fitbit has added a buckle for more secure fit. The heart rate sensor means a nice tight wrap is all the more important, and we found it to be perfectly comfortable in work, play, and exercise. The Alta HR is very lightweight, again impressive considering everything crammed in, and just 15mm in width. That makes it slightly more spacious than the Flex 2, but then you've got the HR edge here. The comfortable, secure fit is also important for the new sleep features, which we'll dive into later. Speaking of diving, the Alta HR is water resistant, but only to sweat and rain. Fitbit doesn't advise you taking it in the shower, let alone swim with it as you can with the Flex 2, which is something of a major downside for some. Despite the heart rate tracker, the HR is more comparable to the original Alta than the Charge 2. It's built almost identically, but it does miss out on many of the Charge 2 features. VO2 max, workout modes, connected GPS are all absent, which is understandable, though the lack of guided breathing is an unexpected omission. The Alta HR, like its predecessor, also displays notifications for calls, texts, and calendar notifications. The Fitbit Alta HR is a return to the company's strongest suit, with a focus on sleep, well-being, and heart health rather than all-out fitness. The improved sleep stats are a big step forward, although it will require time and perseverance to really kick in with insightful stats. But the Alta HR brings high-end fitness tracking and heart rate data into a form factor that's wearable and desirable, and it's one of our favorite Fitbits to date. Next up is the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro. The Gear Fit 2 Pro certainly ticks all the boxes for fitness band in 2018. It has a bright 1.5-inch AMOLED touchscreen display, built-in GPS, 4 gigs of internal storage for music, plus Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, a heart rate sensor, and of course, that 5-atmosphere waterproofing. It even does notifications, and you can expand its capabilities by installing apps just like a smartwatch. The Gear Fit 2 Pro looks and feels very much like its predecessor. It has the same vibrant 1.5 or 128 by 432 AMOLED touchscreen display, which is bright and clear enough to read in most conditions. It also has 2 buttons on the right-hand side, a heart rate sensor, and a removable strap. The Gear Fit 2 Pro strap is still rubberized, but this time it's decorated with a subtle, faceted pattern. Another difference is its clasp. The Pro now has a traditional buckle, which is a lot less likely to come undone than its predecessor. When it comes to general fitness tracking, it's just as good as the original. It track runs automatically, and thanks to its built-in GPS, tracks pace and location accurately without the need to take your smartphone out on the run with you. Its pedometer, altimeter, and gyroscopes meanwhile deliver the full gamut of daily activity tracking data: steps taken, calories burned, even floors climbed. And the heart rate monitor lets you get a great handle on whether your overall fitness is improving or not. All in all, the Samsung Gear Fit 2 Pro is a great fitness wearable that ticks all the right boxes. It's more expensive than most of its close rivals, but it does more too. If you want to see updated pricing or go more in depth on some features of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links in the description. And I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about it? What is your favorite fitness tracker you've ever used? Leave a comment down below and let's keep the conversation going. Next up is the Huawei Band 2 Pro. The Huawei Band 2 Pro provides a simple fitness tracking experience. It may not have the most feature sets as some of its rivals, but its affordable price point makes it an attractive option for fitness novices. The Huawei Band 2 Pro doesn't attempt to reinvent the wearable with its design, though it's quite the departure from its original's more traditional timepiece style. Instead of a circular face, the design has been streamlined to match the aesthetic of many popular wearables, like the Fitbit Charge 2 and Fitbit Ultra HR. Wrapping around your wrist with soft silicone bands that latch together using two plastic pegs, the brains of Huawei's Band 2 Pro fit rather comfortably, clad in a combo of plastic, brushed stainless steel detailing, and what appears to be curved glass on its front. The waterproofing is a useful addition, as it means you can track your swimming and also stops you from stressing out about it getting wet if it rains on a run, or if you want to jump straight into the shower after a workout. Where the Band 2 Pro really comes into its own is GPS tracking. For a device in the price bracket of the Band 2 Pro, its GPS capabilities performs really well. The Huawei Band 2 Pro is compatible with both Android and iOS devices, as long as you're running Android 4.4, iOS 8, or more recent. The 100 mAh battery charges in about an hour and a half using the dock and USB cable, and it can last up to 21 days of normal use. Normal use means that the heart rate monitoring is turned off and you don't use GPS. Turning both on, you'll get about 4 hours out of the Band 2 Pro. If what you're looking for is a good-looking, relatively cheap, but well-built entry-level device with impressive battery life to start monitoring your fitness metrics, the Huawei Band 2 Pro could just be the thing you're looking for. Last but not least is the Fitbit Ionic. In the world of predominantly circular smartwatches, the Apple Watch and now Fitbit Ionic stand out by offering square designs. Fitbit would argue that circular faces hark back to analog timepieces stuck in the past, and from a user experience standpoint, I don't disagree. The Fitbit Ionic's design remains divisive, especially against the now established Apple Watch design that's in its third generation. Some people I've spoken to have been incredibly put off by the Ionic, while I like its retro charm. It's a smartwatch that looks far better in the flesh than in pics, with many detractors softening upon seeing it. Importantly, the Ionic is light, far lighter than its design might lead you to expect. It's a comfortable wearable, even when on your wrist in bed or during exercise. The slightly tapered sides result in less of the Ionic being in constant contact with your wrist, and the fact that it angles away means it tends to bash against your wrist bone far less often too. Even under the toughest of bright outdoor conditions, it isn't a screen you'll struggle to read, offering sensible auto brightness adjustments. Colors are punchy and vibrant and really show off some of the new visual flourishes in the Fitbit OS. It's sharp too, with a resolution of 348 by 250 across its 1.42-inch screen. While trackers such as the Charge 2 and Blaze require connected GPS from your paired smartphone for location, the Ionic offers a phone-free experience. The Ionic has GPS built in. It offers one better in the form of support for GLONASS as well. The sleep tracking is one of my favorite implementations from wearable, offering a decent level of information regarding time spent in different sleep phases. It's now far easier to digest all the data captured overnight, with easy-to-read graph and benchmark data relative to your 30-day average and other people in the same demographic. Overall, the Fitbit Ionic offers bags of potential, and the fitness side is perfect for someone looking for a smartwatch fitness tracker hybrid. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Hope you liked it, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a like. If you're new to the channel and you liked it, consider subscribing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope everyone has a great day, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.